E aí pessoal, beleza? Bom, hoje estou aqui para mais um vídeo da série de Genshin Impact. Vamos continuar, né? Né? Se você quiser ver essa série desde o início, eu vou deixar um card aqui em cima. E, se puder, se inscrever no canal e ativar o sininho, ajuda demais. Beleza, pessoal? É o seguinte, estamos de volta, né? Fiz as missões aí, vamos pegar aqui. E aqui ainda não temos uma missão nova, né? Mas nosso objetivo é esse daqui. Eu não sei porque não está com notificação aqui, mas enfim. Eu vou seguir a ordem aqui, galera. Ou será que não? E tipo, o primeiro da ordem é esse aqui, né? Vamos lá, vai. É que eu tenho que ver se... Ó, tá. Então tá tudo desbloqueado. Não tem, tipo, não tem aquilo de falta um dia para desbloquear coisa assim. Então é só eu fazer essa aqui, depois eu venho para essa, depois eu venho para essa. Vamos lá então? Primeira vez que eu vou fazer esse tipo de missão, né? Aqueles procurando pela Ilha Misteriosa, uma lenda antiga do Povo das Termas que atraiu incontáveis turistas antes de finalmente chamar sua atenção. Vou ativar o foco para não nada atrapalhar a gente, né? E já vamos começar a missão, ó. Tá pra lá. Tá aqui. Vamos nessa, tá bom? Então voltamos aí com os vídeos diários, tá bom? Todo dia 3 da tarde a gente vai jogando o Genshin Impact até terminar essas missões aí de clã. E se o jogo lançar mais, a gente vai fazendo até terminar as missões principais, tá bom? Vá se divertir na natureza perto do Povo das Termas. Aqueles procurando pela Ilha Misteriosa, ato 1. Enquanto vagando pela natureza, você escuta dois turistas gritando por socorro. Você e Paimon decidem ajudar eles. Olha, baús. Vou ter que tirar essa água daqui, eu acho. Cara, tá de brincadeira? Bora. Isso aí, galera, tudo eu faço em off, tá bom? Cadê os caras gritando?
Wow, what an amazing view! And we can even see some Goholosaurs here and there. Hey, why don't we try to get a picture with one or two of them in the wild?
O pessoal comentou que essas missões teriam dublagem, né? Muito bom. Mas e se eles tentarem nos morder?
Well, they're so cute. They probably won't do that. Huh? What's happening over there?
Tambem?
Help! Somebody help us! Ah! Wild Goholosaurs are actually biting people!
É hora de salvar o dia novamente.
Yeah, those two are in trouble! The legendary traveler and his trusty son...
Bora.
Get back! Don't panic! Just hang in there! Finally! Someone's coming! Please help us!
Know your place. Gather.
Solidify. E não tem o Osvaldo. Pronto. Derrotados, né?
You must be scholars from Sumeru, right?
Olha, de Sumeru.
Yes, I'm Karya, and this is my senior Varamdra. Thank you so much for saving us. I was a little too...
Don't mention it! handling these sort of things is practically second nature to us by now. Paimon...
Still, it seems that all the Kaholosaurs just ran off. We need to capture at least one alive.
Capture one alive?
Correct. Say, I can see you are very skilled at dealing with them. Do you think you could use me as live bait to help us capture one? I will pay you for the efforts.
Apologies. Varamdra has been hyper-focused on his research.
Oh, no worries. But why did you approach a whole group of wild Kaholosaurs, and what's this talk about capturing them?
Não me diga que você quer tirar uma foto com eles.
Paimon's pretty sure that's not what they're trying to do.
I'm sure we must look very silly. The fact of the matter is that we're searching for a mysterious island from a certain legend. It's said that a very important clue about the island can be found on Kaholosaurs, so... approaching them without the help of a guide from the people of the Springs was certainly an unwise choice on our part.
A mysterious island?
Yes. There is a legend from the people of the Springs that mentions a mysterious island, and Varamdra believes the key to his research can be found there.
Are you certain you two won't consider my proposal to capture one?
Some proposal? There's no way we'd be willing to use a person as live bait!
Then I suppose discussing it any further will just be a waste of time. I must come up with another solution.
Varamdra!
Oh, all right. You did rescue Karia and I just now, and I suppose I should express some gratitude.
Não, resgatamos vocês dois, não só ela, né?
A little awkward, but Paimon will take it.
We should move on, Karia.
Yes, thank you again. My apologies.
That's all right. Bye now.
Falou.
You really don't see a pair of adventurers like those two every day. But anyway, Paimon's really curious about that mysterious island that lady just mentioned.
Você também quer encontrar a ilha?
Yeah, who knows? There might be treasure. After all, the amazing places we've explored during our adventures, finding some mysterious island should be a walk in the park for us.
Mas não temos nenhuma informação sobre a ilha.
Oh, you're right. The lady mentioned that the mysterious island is related to a legend of the people of the Springs. So maybe we can start by asking some of time's ticking. Let's get started on our next event. But the real question is, who should we ask?
Podemos apenas falar com o chefe.
That's an idea. If anyone, the chief of the tribe should...
Vamos lá. Eu acho que a gente não falou com o chefe dessa tribo aqui ainda. Tá marcado? Procura o chefe. Vamos lá. Ali. A gente falou com o chefe da tribo lá. Das duas outras tribos. Dessa aqui eu não lembro se a gente falou com o chefe. Que isso, hein? A musiquinha. Estamos de volta aqui. Imaginei. Tem um lá em cima. Depois te pega lá. Ah, essa aqui que é a chefe? Ou chefe, sei lá. Eu já vi esse cara.
Someone looking for me.
Ou essa garota.
Oh, why if it isn't the traveler and his companion?
É nóis.
So what brings you here? Do you need help with anything? We want to visit the mysterious island. The mysterious island, huh? Is there something wrong? I'm assuming you two are already aware that this island is related to a legend of my people. Yeah, but now that that you mention it, we don't know anything about the actual legend yet. Then allow me to explain it. It is said that the first chief of the people of the Springs was the most outstanding guide in all of Natlan. He discovered many deserted domains and found... But to prove himself once more, he embarked on yet another journey in search of a legendary, mysterious island. He endured many hardships along the way, but the island emits a golden light where countless treasures are buried. But instead of claiming the treasures for himself, he left behind a trail of clues that lead to the island.
Aí a Paimon vai ficar maluca.
Since then, many people from later generations have undertaken the challenge of finding the island. After all, to find the island is to find riches and glory. Oh, that makes sense. So could you tell us how to get to that island? Oh, Paimon gets it. This is like a big secret for the people of the spring, so... On the contrary, it's quite the opposite. The legend and the clues needed to find the island are all already known. Oh! Well, I'm willing to answer your question in exchange for a favor. What do you think?
Justo.
Sure thing! Oh, then you have my thanks. Allow me to tell you some details. I'll be honest, there are some among the tribe who are of rather base character. Not long ago, I received a report that a few of them were working together to scam as the chief of the tribe. I was very ashamed to hear of this. It's really hard to believe that could happen. They are targeting tourists who wish to visit that island. According to my sources, they would trick tourists into believing they are trustworthy guides before luring the tourists into spending a fortune for the sake of reaching the island. They run a pretty sophisticated operation. They would always claim the scammed money is some kind of legal travel expenditure, so it's hard to use that to So, I was hoping to find someone who could approach them and pretend to get scammed. Doing so would allow us to gather the evidence required to bring them to justice.
Entendi.
The problem is, they would certainly recognize anyone associated with me, which is why I haven't been able to carry out the plan yet. Oh, Paimon understands now! We're the perfect bait because we're both... Exactly! And as far as I know, you two are no pushovers. No matter what nefarious schemes they may come up with, you'll be perfectly capable... You betcha! If it's just a few scammers we're talking about, he'll take them all down! Wonderful! Then here... whoa, that's a lot of Mora! Did we already earn a bonus? There will be plenty of rewards if you manage to catch those scoundrels. This Mora, however, is... I'm sure some spending will be required on your part before they lower their guard. I certainly wouldn't expect you to pay out of your own pockets, so please use the Mora as needed, and collect as much evidence as possible. No wonder you're the chief. Seems like you've already thought of everything. Okay, we'll take it from here. I've marked the location of the scammers on your map. I'll leave the rest to you two.
Valeu, vamos lá. A lenda da Ilha Misteriosa. Só que antes eu quero pegar aquele negocinho lá, ó. Vamos junto. Que Pairóculo a gente não deixa pra trás, não. Bora, garoto. Behold. Nossa, quase que deu ruim, hein? Melhor esperar um pouquinho, né? Ah. Perereca. Eu apertei pra ele ficar, ué. Eu apertei pra ele ir. Sem zoeira. Mas eu acho que é porque tava muito perto ali da parede. Aí ele não abriu a asa por causa disso. Só tem esse motivo, porque eu apertei. Bom que a gente vê aqui como é que eu tô de Pairóculo aqui, ó. Curei, trem, curei. Deixa eu ver como é que eu tô. 21, faltam 4. Tá bom. Bom, a missão é ali. Vamos lá. Os vídeos, galera, não terão tanto tempo quanto tinha antes, tá bom? Eu não posso dormir muito tarde, não. Bora.
This should be the place. Now let's see if anyone around here looks like a scammer. Oh, right. We should pretend we are innocent tourists with no idea about what's going on. But how should we lure those scammers out?
Falar sobre a Ilha Misteriosa.
Good idea. Speaking of which, Paimon's dying to know what kind of treasures could be buried on the mysterious island. Wonder if anyone's ever really seen them before.
Olha aí.
Ah! Are you two visitors from afar looking to visit the mysterious island?
Oh, looks like we managed to lure them out already.
Fala mais alto.
Oh, pardon. Is something the matter?
I just happened to overhear you two talking about the mysterious island. I assume you two must be tourists, brought here by the legend and looking for the island. Am I right?
Hello, Paimon is Paimon, and this is the traveler. That's right. We were just getting ready to...
In that case, as a qualified guide, I certainly cannot allow you to embark on such a danger. As the legend says, if you can manage to reach the mysterious island, riches be that as it may, the journey to the island is full of untold perils and dangers. It would be nigh impossible for any average person to... But you are in luck. Allow me to tell you the purpose of our services. It just so happens that our mission as guides is to help visitors avoid danger.
Cara, eu já aceito, não precisa fazer historinha, não. Eu vou aceitar.
Please, there's no need to worry. This was just one point I had to make perfectly clear. Although the legend and the clues to finding the island are known to everyone, the leads left behind by our ancestors are as enigmatic as riddles found on a lost treasure map. Only guides bestowed with the legacy of our ancestors can correctly decipher the clues. Tourists who rashly embark on their own often wind up lost and encounter unnecessary...
He actually sounds pretty convincing.
Né?
But it seems like fate has brought us together. So
how much will you charge?
not to worry. I don't intend to charge any fees.
So you'd be working for free?
For us, people of the Springs, guiding guests to the mysterious island is a great honor in and of itself, worth more than any
Estranho,
amount of
hein?
more.
Smooth. Paimon almost wants to believe him.
Sona maciota. Parece... Precisamos ver o que ele realmente quer fazer.
All right, thank you. Then
Of course. Please, follow me.
Talvez quando chegar lá, eles vão começar a tomar nossa grana. Siga o guia, entre aspas. Olhei pra cima e lá estava. Vamos lá pegar. Olha lá. Teremos uma visão lá de cima. Calma, jogo, já tô indo. Bio Road. Solta não, cara. E a visão? Dá pra ficar em pé ali, não dá? Ih, rapaz. Aí é triste, hein? Vai dar sim. Acelerei achando que dava pra ficar em pé. Achei que não daria pra ficar em pé. Mas deu pra ficar em pé. Que isso, hein? Vamos ver.
Are you two here to take pictures with the Koholosaurs?
Really? Can we?
Huh? Oh, you two must be here to seek insight from Atta, right?
Atta?
Shh, not so loud. Openly saying their name in such a manner will only cause them to loathe you.
Pô, cara. Atta, colocaram o nome dele de Atta, que ele faz revelação, toda brincadeira, cara. E ele falou que era só tirar foto, hein? É um brincalhão, viu?
I apologize for not explaining earlier. As you can see, Atta is the elder Koholosaur, my senior here. Atta is highly respected among the tribe and is far more knowledgeable than other Koholosaurs. They say that Atta has actually visited the mysterious island before.
Já entendi como é que eles fazem. Eles vão pegando dinheiro aos poucos, tá ligado? Ele deve cobrar pra esse Atta aí fazer revelação, você vai ver.
Therefore, we must rely on Atta's insight to know how.
Really? But how do we do that? Can I
You need only slowly approach Atta. Once Atta has confirmed your scent, they will provide their... But no need to worry. The ability to interpret this language is one of the basic skills required of a guide. I can understand Atta's instructions and will lead...
Alright, then let's give it a try.
That'll be 10,000 mora per person.
É, vai ser dessa forma. Então, aos poucos eles vão pegando a grana.
In order for Atta to give us insight, they must recall their past, which can be extremely taxing for a Koholosaur. Cost to...
I'm sorry. Such expenses may arise in the process of finding our way, but as long as we reach the mysterious island, these costs will be...
There you have it. Paimon knew there was no such thing as a free lunch.
É, ué. Isso deve nos ajudar a reunir provas.
Oh, Paimon has an idea. She bets they've just made up all that stuff about the talking Koholosaur. But if we can get a receipt, that'll be proof that they're scamming tourists. With that kind of evidence, there'll be no doubt they're guilty.
What's taking them so long? Well, what do you say? I'll even throw in a group photo of you two with Atta. You won't ever find another deal.
Oh, that's an unexpected bonus. Quick, let's pay the man.
Bora lá. Tente se aproximar de Atta e tirar uma foto juntos.
Whoa, Atta really didn't try to bite us at all.
You can also pose now if you'd like a photo together.
E rapaz. Thumb. Temos uma thumb maneira, hein? Atta faz um som com significado indeterminado.
Oh, Atta is already speaking? Let me listen to what they have to say.
Vai lá, cara.
Could you really get anything from that noise?
Of course. Like I said, only a guide like me can understand their language. Let's follow Atta's...
Here's your group photo. I even packaged it up for free.
Gratuitamente.
Get a receipt for that?
No problem at all. Here you go.
Please, come with me.
We still have
Conseguimos
a
o
lot of the
recibo.
chief's more to use. Why don't we keep up the act and gather some more evidence?
Boa ideia.
Paimon's curious what other tricks these scammers are using.
Sob orientação, vocês obtêm uma pista enquanto sua amora se vai.
These guys are going way too far. He keeps coming up with some far-fetched reasons to make us pay for everything. With all the evidence we have now, we could bring him straight to the chief and he'd definitely be convicted. But after handing over all that Mora, Paimon kinda wants to see if he'll actually take us to the island or not.
Não faz mal juntar mais provas. Vamos ver se ele vai levar a gente pra ilha mesmo, né? Vai que no final ele leva.
Sorry to keep you waiting. After all the clues we've gathered, I've managed to find...
Oh, alright, then let's...
Só que custa 10.000 Mora. Siga as instruções para o local indicado.
Squall and Fury.
Vamos ver.
This is the spot. The trails of sunlight will guide the way. Once you cross the rushing water, the light of the setting sun shall reveal everything. Atta's insights have already pointed us to the destination. It's just on the opposite bank.
You mean we're almost there? Huh. But there wasn't even anything exciting about the...
As I said before, this is a shortcut. If I took you on some arduous path after all the Mora you spent, that wouldn't make me look like a good guy. Anyway, there's no time to lose. We need to get there before sunset.
Bora lá então, cara. Estranho.
The wind rises.
Eu quero também. Bio-Road.
According to Atta's insights, this is the place. We're here.
You mean the mysterious island?
Yes, I've led you to the island just as I promised, which means it's time for me to say goodbye.
Hold on! Are you serious? This is supposed to be the island? Then what about the treasure? And look at these wooden signs and artificial lights!
All that stuff about treasure is just part of the legend. I didn't make any promises about what you'd find, and who says a mysterious island can't look like this?
Huh. Since you seem to have dropped the act, then there's no need for us to... We were commissioned by the chief of the people of the Springs to gather evidence of your scamming activity.
You sure? Then what's written on those receipts?
Huh. Let's see. Huh?
I took you all this way just to buy enough time for the handwriting to disappear. Even if you were to go back to the people you paid, you'd only find that they were using fake names, making them impossible to track down.
Ih, o cara pegou nós.
You want to report me for scamming tourists? Then be my guest. I'll just say that I'm being falsely accused. With that settled, I'll be going now.
Now he's trying to get away!
Vamos atrás dele, vamos lá. Mas estamos sem prova. Ah, eles aí.
It's the chief!
What's the chief doing here?
I had dispatched others to secretly trail you. Thanks to you, we can finally convict him of scamming people.
Tinha alguém ouvindo, é?
Convict me? How? They don't have any evidence against me. Even as the chief, you can't just...
Sorry to say it, but he got us. We lost all the evidence we had. Not to worry. Let's search him first.
Hey, what are you doing? Keep your hands off me! That's my Mora!
Yes, I see the mark. Looks like you already split the Mora before you let them here.
What do you mean?
Ah, então peraí. Então ela pegou a grana. Aquela grana que ela deu pra gente. E fez uma marca nela. Pra saber em qual mão vai passar isso. Ela consegue saber quem tá nesse grupo desse cara aí.
The Mora that the Traveler and Paimon were using today were all provided by me. They all have
Olha
a
aí.
special mark on them.
You...
So, there must be an explanation why the Mora that should have been theirs ended up in your hands, right? There are no receipts to prove that any transactions took place, and you yourself just denied that there was a scam. So did you then take the Mora from them by force? Take Mora from others by force? Oh, that's an even more serious crime than
Ladrão.
scamming!
You... All right. Sure, I admit that I coaxed them into...
We have witnesses standing right here.
Fine. Yes, it was all a...
Woohoo! No wonder you're the chief of the tribe! I still don't understand how so many people have been getting duped by them. You need only stop and think for a moment to see through the whole thing. If he claims to be able to find a shortcut to the mysterious island, then why hasn't he just gone there and claimed the treasure for himself? Why even bother guiding others there? That's a good point. Speaking of, have any guides from the people of the springs ever... I can answer this question along with your previous one about how to get there. The answer is actually there is no shortcut to the island, and most people don't even meet the requirement to ever reach it. If you don't meet this single condition, then even guides from the people of the springs, despite all of their abilities, will find it difficult to overcome the obstacle. Which is exactly why, even though the clues to the mysterious island are open to the public, few have ever made it there. There's a requirement? What is... Let me ask you something first. What do you think a real journey to the mysterious island should be like? It should probably involve overcoming a lot of hardships with your companions before witnessing some breathtaking sights, uncovering a really... And therein lies the key point. Overcoming hardships with your companion. It's said that when the first chief set out to search for the island, the ones who accompanied him were not clients nor tourists, but his... The legend also mentioned that only those willing to entrust their lives to one another will be able to reach the island. Therefore, the requirement to reach the island is journeying with your closest friends. The kind of friends you would
Já temos
trust
os
with your
requisitos.
life. So that's the... From what I can see, you and Paimon are exactly those kinds of friends. But unfortunately, neither of you are experienced guides. And if you were to hire someone else, then I'm afraid you could probably never place your lives in the hands of someone you met on a pure monetary base. That's true. But don't feel discouraged. I believe that this beautiful land that I call my home will not whether it's remote islands or ancient ruins, I'm sure they can also provide you with plenty of exciting adventures. And let me tell you a secret. The elders once told me that beneath these very ruins lies a way to reach the sky!
Tá falando dessa missão aqui? Kate já fez ela, né? Talvez.
Or maybe someone already discovered that.
Sim, a gente já fez, cara. É nóis, tá bom?
If you two want to go adventuring elsewhere, I can also give you some suggestions. Yeah, thanks for that. But knowing us, we don't give up so easily even when a place is supposedly impossible to visit. Oh, I can understand. I won't stop you if you're still interested in finding the island. I just recommend finding a guide first who you could trust with your life. A guide we could trust with their lives? Oh, who knows when we'll meet someone like that around here?
Talvez não demore.
Oh, we could go find Mualani! It appears you've already made up your minds. Then I'll be taking my leave. My assistants will... Okay, bye-bye!
É nóis. Problema resolvido. Pera aí. O pessoal falou nos comentários. Deixa eu só ver que tipo aquela bolsa de mora lá. O problema é eu achar o negócio aqui, ó. Remuneração de Amina como símbolo de agradecimento por ajudar a condenar o Guia Golpista. 50 mil mora. Valeu. O jogo já iniciou uma missão. Entre o juramento e o esquecimento. Vá para os filhos dos ecos e procure por pistas sobre o amuleto vulcânico. Mas tem essa aqui também, ó. Eu vou seguir a missão que a gente está fazendo, galera. Tá bom? Ó. Alguém confiável. Retorne ao Povo das Termas. Aparentemente é necessário ter um guia para chegar à Ilha Misteriosa. Um guia com quem você compartilhe confiança mútua. Essa é a missão que a gente está fazendo. Já essa outra aqui a gente vai fazer em vídeo também, tá bom? Essa daqui vamos fazer em vídeo, mas não vai ser hoje. Beleza? Vamos lá. Os vídeos, como eu disse, não vão ficar tão longos. Tipo, às vezes os vídeos pegavam mais de 50 minutos, né? Vou fazer ele no máximo 40, 40 e poucos, tá bom? Porque eu não posso dormir muito tarde, não. A gente vai contar a Moalane, então, né? Faça um convite a Moalane. Ela ali.
Sorry, we don't carry any black swimming floaters here.
But why? Black floaters look really cool.
May I ask whether you've had some bad luck?
Well, yeah, sorta. The last pair of black floaters I bought ended up getting bitten by Koholosaur. I nearly drowned. Which is why I want to buy some new ones.
I knew it. I specifically asked an expert from the Masters of the Nightwind about this once. Black floaters bring bad luck.
Really?
Also, have you by any chance become a mosquito magnet? Or found yourself overheating? Maybe even suffering a...
Yeah, that's exactly how I've been feeling. It's all...
In that case, I'd recommend either pink or blue swimming floaters. According to the experts, bright color... I'll even offer you a discount if you'd like. Just see it as a way of celebrating your luck taking a turn for the better.
You'd really do that? Then I'll take one of each.
You got it. Well, hello there! If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon.
É nóis.
It's been a while, Muani.
Bom te ver de novo.
Was all that stuff you were saying just now really true? Do pink and blue floaters really bring good luck?
Of course. I know a friend who nearly drowned once, but because she was wearing blue floaters, a group of Koholosaurs came to the rescue and brought her back to shore.
Whoa, for real?
Rapaz.
But let's get back to why you're here. Are you looking to buy some water sports products? Come on, don't be strangers now. I can give you whatever you need. You are guests here after all. It's only natural for me to give some gifts to you.
No, we actually came here to ask you to be our guide.
Well, you've come to the right person. So, where do you want to go?
We want to visit the mysterious island from the legend.
A trip to the mysterious island?
Do you have any concerns, Moalani?
I assume you're already aware of how difficult the trip will be, right?
Yep, your chief has already made that pretty clear. But with our adventuring experience and with you as our guide, we'll definitely be able to reach the mysterious island.
Then I'll have to explain some things to you first. I learned all my skills as a guide from Uncle New, and he's the best guide in the whole tribe. But apparently, even he has never successfully reached the island. With a good guide to lead the way, a journey should usually be fun and pleasant. However, going to the mysterious island is different. And I don't know if, but since it's you two asking, I definitely won't. It's just my duty as a guide to explain these things before I officially agree to go on the journey.
Paimon thought this would be a piece of cake for you, but it seems like we're actually asking a lot. Paimon will feel really guilty to make a friend go through a bunch of trouble just for the sake of finding some treasure.
Não é ideal.
Mualani?
Whoa, what's the hurry?
Come on, what are you waiting for? Kolo just got back to the tribe. I heard he found another underground ruin full of treasure.
Kalu?
Oh, Kolo's back. Wait for me.
Colau?
Who's Kolo?
Oh, he's currently ranked as the #1 guide in the People of the Springs. Besides the tribe's first chief, he's the only other guide who's ever made it to the mysterious island.
Olhei.
Really?
He's always out and about, so we don't get to see him often. Sounds like this is quite an occasion, though. Let me put up the closed sign first. Okay.
Jornada na Ilha Misteriosa. Tá aí. Mas isso aí a gente deixa pro próximo vídeo. Deixa eu só ver como é que ficou. Aqui. Aqui, né? Ó. Concluído 2 de 3, ó. 2 de 3. A gente concluiu 1, 2, 3. O pessoal falou que a terceira missão é a missão lendária de personagem, né? Tipo, agora é a dela. Né? Então, tipo, em outra missão, essa daqui, vamos supor, que ainda vai desbloquear pra mim, vai ser de outro personagem. Que vai ser 1, que vai ser 2. E na terceira vai ser, né? Uma missão lendária de algum personagem. Não é isso? E aqui a mesma coisa. Ainda nem saiu isso aqui, ó. Né? Ainda vai sair ainda. Mas é isso, a gente vai seguindo aos poucos. Tá bom? Vou sair daqui para não iniciar a missão do nada. Amanhã a gente volta e segue. Amanhã, inclusive, para mim aqui no vídeo de amanhã, vai ter novo banner e tudo mais. Eu vi que o Kinect vai estar, né? O Kinect. Né? A gente tem que testar ele também, que não testamos até hoje. Tá bom? A gente vê. Mas nosso foco amanhã vai ser seguir a missão. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Se puder, deixar o like, muito obrigado. E até o próximo vídeo, hein?